Welcome. In this video, I will introduce the various phases that make up the online training process. On this slide, you see the overall picture of the training process. In the next slide, we will look at each phase more in depth. The training process consists of 6 stages that are logically sequenced and interconnected. Initial training development starts with the analysis phase, which leads to the design of the training at a high level of abstraction. The training design serves as input for the development of the detailed training, the training and learning materials, and building the training in Moodle or any other learning platform. A preparation phase is included before the training can be actually delivered and facilitated. At the end of the training delivery, evaluation of the training takes place and serves as an input for the next round of the training process. The training process applies to both open enrollment or standardized trainings as to customized or tailor-made training programs. Analysis is the first phase in the training process. It precedes the actual design of the training. In the analysis phase, we search for the bigger reason for this training. What is the problem that can be solved by this training? What expertise and skills are needed? By whom? To enhance the quality of processes in organizations, collaborations, and society. In a tailor-made training, the analysis is done in close cooperation with the client organization. In open enrollment trainings, the analysis is done by an expert or a group of experts based on expertise and previous experience. The analysis results in a so-called rationale of the training, the why of this training, briefly describing the functions or roles that are to participate in the training and the area or areas of expertise that need to be covered. Furthermore, before starting the training design, it's wise to decide upon practical aspects such as available resources, durations, and study load for participants. In case the training has been previously delivered and evaluated, the results of the evaluation of impact and outcomes are also included in the analysis phase. The design phase differentiates between the overall design of the online training and the detailed design of the training. The overall training design is required to be able to make a detailed training design. The overall training design logically follows from the rationale of the training as indicated in the analysis phase. The overall training design includes various elements that are interrelated and in combination make the training design. Let's have a look at the elements in the overall training design. First, there is a description of the target group and characteristics of the target group. This answers the question as to who are the participants in your training. The second element informs on the learning outcome and training's results. It explains what participants will be able to do at the end of the training. It also indicates any other additional training outputs, such as, for example, an outline for a policy. The third element is the vision on teaching and learning that underlies the design of the training. It answers the question as to how you aim to realize the learning outcomes. The fourth element focuses on how to keep participants motivated to successfully finish the online training program. Element 5 is about the duration and study load. How many hours are participants expected to work on the period in which period? The sixth element decides on whether and how the training will be assessed and if any certificates for this training apply. Finally, as an intermediate step towards the detailed training design, you describe the core topics in the training and how the content of the training is divided over the various units in the training. The overall design of the training is the input for the detailed design. For each unit, you make a detailed design. The detailed training design is made up by identifying the learning tasks that are needed to realize the learning outcomes of the training. For each learning task, you will have to think about what is the objective of this task? What do I have to do as a teacher to enable the learning of the participant? What does the participant have to do to realize the learning? And what are the learning materials that I need to provide through the online learning platform? The training design is the preparatory work for the development of learning materials and the course development in Moodle. That's the next phase. The development phase results in training being ready in Moodle. This is usually a laborious phase. Starting from the learning task list in your detailed training design, now you will work on the development of the learning materials, such as videos, text pages, links to websites, assignments, and quizzes. As your experience in online training development grows, you will be able to make use of the various options that online learning offers you. Once you have developed the learning materials, you can put them in the learning platform Moodle and build your own course. You finalize the development phase by drafting the outline for a program booklet that contains relevant information for participants. Preparation of the training first is about finding participants for the training. For open enrollment delivery, this implies marketing and recruitment efforts. For delivery in projects, this is about agreements with the project management about participants and training delivery. Preparation, furthermore, is about scheduling the training, start date, end date, deadlines, and synchronized group meetings. Once all this is known, the program booklets can be finalized for the delivery at hand and shared with participants. Finally, participants will be enrolled in your Moodle training and all is set for the online training delivery. Now we are in the phase where the actual learning of participants takes place. The training implementation starts. Participants follow the instructions you have developed in Moodle. They watch the videos, they read the learning materials, they discuss with fellow participants, they submit assignments, and they participate in virtual collaborative meetings. As a facilitator, you engage in student feedback, student support, and organizing the virtual meetings. The planned result of all this is that participants realize the learning outcomes and the training results as you have indicated in the overall training design. The last phase of the training process is about evaluating the actual learning outcomes and training results. Have the learning outcomes as planned been realized? Have the training results as planned been realized? If not, what needs to be changed in the training design, in the learning materials, or in the implementation? Evaluation contributes to the quality of a training as it uses previous experiences to enhance the quality of the training. This is in line with the famous plan, do, check, act cycle. From this model, we see the training design as our plan. We execute the plan through the training implementation. Checking is done through the evaluation of the training, and in the analysis phase of the next training round, we include the results of the evaluation, and as such, these feed into the new training cycle. This video gave you a condensed overview of the training process. Now it's time for you to start the training process for your online training.